level of maturity, good or bad, that a kid could never get in a Western style animation. What captivates me the most about anime is that it's so wide ranged, so many categories that it touches up upon. It used to be that when you're a kid, when you think of animation or cartoons, you'd think that they're only about making you laugh, that it's about heroes that side with justice, and then fighting all the evil villains with stories and plots that, to me, I find pretty shallow compared to anime. Because whereas in anime you get so much more than that, so much more seriousness and deepness with their subjects, and its categories goes from horror to comedy to romance to fantasy, and my personal favorite is the philosophical theme, which I think Western animation lacks in showing their stories. A typical anime art style would have exaggerated body features, like big eyes, sharp pointed nose, small mouths, and a slim body type. But I like the type that are more realistic in look, and that's what I try to incorporate in my art style, because it uses the same basic methods in drawing anime, or the style, uses the same techniques, but it tries to achieve more realistic results.
The art style of anime is easy to learn compared to other forms of art. So starting with that and moving on to other styles is actually a great way to learn how to draw.
Jonathan Pinsan is an avid anime enthusiast who helps promote the anime culture in Scarborough, east of Toronto. He talks about Toronto's role in providing and exposing anime to its diverse communities.
Well, Toronto I think, has a very high exposure. First of all, since we have Chinatown close by, which is the #1 deliverer of anime here in Toronto, which is in Spadina, and there also is a Pacific Mall up in Markham and other places as well. And also these places are also tourist attractions, which also brings a lot of the locals as well into the community, into those locations, so they can get exposure into the anime industry. Ever since Avatar came out a few years ago, the Western style of animation has evolved towards the Japanese style of animation. So I think they're getting close to almost becoming similar to their art style, especially. So I think that's one thing how I would compare both the two.
There's a lot of influence coming from Japan.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Anime has also served as a tool for those who want to learn more about the Japanese culture.
Okay, so the interest of Japanese culture here in Toronto ranges from people who wanted to learn more about anime, wanted to go and take some martial arts lessons from Budo to karate and kendo, and others simply go to a few institutions here and there which are related to Japan, such as the Japan Foundation or the Japanese Canadian Cultural Center, and they try to get knowledge about Japan through those institutions. Yeah, I did watch a lot of anime shows before, and I thought that really helped me in understanding